Hi everyone and welcome to Readings by Laura LLC. My name is Laura Ophoff and today on the phone I have my first client. This is Melissa from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I just kind of briefly explained to Melissa how this works, how I'm able to do this, and what to expect once the information coming through. We just did a short little meditation to help open and relax her. And now, Melissa, we're about to begin the session, and what I want you to do is just tell me the connection of the person who you would like to connect with. So don't mention their name or how they passed away, just in case they bring through that information themselves. But all I would like you to say is, I would like to connect with, and whoever the connection is, my mom, my grandmother, my friend, whatever the connection is. So who would you like to connect with here today?
I would like to connect with my father.
Okay. So now the first thing I'm getting, like I explained to you, I receive my information comes in through symbols, through memories, that sort of thing. And I do, people call me like the song lady. I do get a lot of songs that come in, most of them because they are my symbol and memories, things like that. I do apologize in advance because I can't sing for the life of me, so I am sorry. But the first song that's coming through, the name of it is You Light Up My Life, and the part of the song that I'm hearing goes, so many nights I sit by the window waiting for someone to sing me a song. So this is my symbol letting me know that your dad in spirit is acknowledging that somebody here, and maybe you, it could be your siblings, it could be your mom, it could be whoever, but he is acknowledging that somebody here will sit there and say, okay, just give me a sign. Just let me know that you're okay. Let me know that you're here. And the person will sit there, and they'll look around, and they'll wait, and they'll say, nothing. I get nothing. I don't get it. All my friends, all my family, they always talk about they get these signs from their loved ones and pennies and birds, and I don't get anything. How come he's not giving me signs? So by him bringing through the song, this is his way of acknowledging that he knows that somebody here has been asking him for signs. And he has been giving signs, but it's like, whoop, going right over the person's head. They're not getting them. They're not understanding that they're signs. Human nature, we think when we ask for a sign, that's going to be huge. You know, give me a sign. Boom. The door's going to slam shut. Lightning's going to strike the house. Our water bottle's going to go flying across the room. But the reality is, when we ask for a sign, it's so subtle that literally if we blink, we just missed it. So some of the signs, so now, Melissa, the only question I'm going to ask you now and throughout the session is, so far are you able to understand some of this information?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So some of the symbols I want you to look for, especially with him, is pennies. Pennies are from heaven. So if you see a random penny on the floor and you're like, what? I was just in this room. There was nothing on the floor. I don't have any change in my pocket. Nobody's home. What I want you to do at that moment that you notice that penny, pick it up and look at the time, because numbers will confirm who left that penny for you. Even numbers on the penny could have meaning as well. So, so example, if you look at the time and you're like, oh, it's 2:10 in the afternoon, you might say, oh, 2:10, that's my grandmother's birthday, 2:10. Maybe she's leaving you a sign. Then the next day you might look again, 1:15. Oh my gosh, my dad's birthday's January 15th, or he passed January 15th. These are all examples. Passed on that day, or maybe the year they were born, or the age they passed away. So all those numbers will confirm. Other signs from spirit could be red robins, roses, butterflies, rainbows, and it doesn't have to be literally right in front of you. You could be at a hair salon getting your hair done, and you flip open the magazine, and the annoying card that pops out at you, it could have a picture of a penny on it. It could have a picture of a butterfly, roses, rainbows, any of that, but it's popping out at you for that moment for that, for a reason, that your loved one's energy pulls in, and they're trying to get your attention to let you know that they're with you at that moment and they're watching over you. So even if that happens, look at the time. Okay, let's see what else we could get. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, now remember again, just my symbols. When I say something, it doesn't have to be that exact thing, but I'll explain what it means. So whenever I hear stage 4, it does not have to mean that your dad died of stage 4 cancer, but it is letting me know that this is the energy telling me that basically when they found out whatever it was that they had, whatever illness or sickness, whatever it was, it basically was at the point where it was already too late. There wasn't much they could do at that point. There wasn't much, it wasn't like a diagnosis at that point, and at that point it wasn't far till the end. Are you understanding this for your dad coming through?
Yes.
Connected to your dad. Okay, thank you. And I feel like, again, just a reminder, this is not how they feel now. This is just, you know, a way of him trying to validate so you do know this is really him. I feel like he did suffer till the end. It was hard till the end. Are you understanding that?
Yes.
Okay, so he wants you, he also wants you to know he knows the truth. So what that means, that's my symbol saying that at the end, before he had passed away, if anybody was trying to talk to him, or if you had that conversation with him and you know, people thought to themselves, oh, he can't hear us, he doesn't know what we're saying, he's not understanding, you know, or the doctors are doing this and that to him, he doesn't know what's going on. He did. He understood what everyone said to him. He understood your words, what you said to him, what the doctors are doing. He just might not have been able to communicate, but he did understand, and he's making me feel like it was important that you know that. He said there is no pain anymore. There is no suffering anymore. He feels good. He feels free. There's a show from the 80s called The American Greatest Hero, and the theme song goes, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel this free. And now that symbol, whenever a person brings that symbol to me, that is letting me know that at the end, before he had passed away, he had a very difficult time getting around. Maybe his legs weren't so well, or from the illness, whatever he had, that he physically could not get out of bed at the very end. And this is his way of coming through, to say, believe it or not, I don't have any limitations now. I'm not in any type of pain or suffering. I feel good. I feel free. I feel like I'm walking on air. Okay. Are you understanding this as well? Okay. He said, try not to forget me. And I almost feel like he might have a little bit of sense of humor the way he said it. Like, try not to forget about me. And it's almost like, yeah, he's the type of personality where you couldn't forget about him. He made a lasting impression. There's no forgetting about him. Now, again, any information that comes through is either a validation or an acknowledgement of somebody here. He's talking about somebody with a very distinctive cough. A cough. I don't know if he had this, you know, this cough, but he's just just write that down, even if you don't understand it now. He's also mentioning the word discrepancy. I don't know where the discrepancy is, but again, just write it down. The more information we get, the more we'll start to piece together as well. And then he is mentioning the word biopsy. So I don't know if that means, you know, something with his illness or whatever. There was, you know, discrepancy in the biopsy, or something with the cough. Maybe it's all connected. Maybe, you know, each thing could be individual or connected. He's also singing a song that goes, so far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? So when they sing this song to me, this is just basically, you know, like old school years ago, like our grandparents' generation, everybody was born in the same town. Everybody lived in the same town. Everybody died in the same town. Nobody left that town. But today it's very different. You know, everyone, this one, so by them singing, by your dad singing the song, he's acknowledging that this one now moved here, that one moved over there, everyone's kind of all over the place. There still might be one or two people still left in the original town, but when they sing that song, it's like, doesn't anybody stay in the same place anymore? And usually the answer is you might not be able to afford where you're born, you know, it's expensive. So are you understanding some of this information as well?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also hearing pay attention to your dreams tonight, because I do feel like your dad is trying to come. If he has not come already, he is trying and will be coming to you in a visitation. So the difference between a dream and a visitation is, a dream is when your subconscious just basically thinks of the person at night. But a visitation is when your soul actually meets their soul at night, and you really are able to have a conversation, hug, meet, talk, all that. Now, the way you know the difference is, if you wake up in the morning and you go throughout your entire day, and at the end of the day you say, oh, gee, you know, I think I had a dream last night about my dad. Well, that probably is just a dream. But if you wake up and you're like, oh, I had a dream last night about my dad. It was so real. It was so vivid. I mean, I know what he was wearing. I could smell him. We hugged. And you remember every detail. And you go throughout your entire day. You go to work. You come home. You're cooking. You're doing dishes. You're getting ready for bed. And the whole day, you cannot get this dream out of your head. It's like, oh, that dream was so real. It was so vivid. That's a visitation. So that's how you're going to know the difference. Okay. So whenever they say sing the song, see you in September, it's acknowledging an event, acknowledging something in September. So I don't know if someone just had a birthday or an anniversary or something went September, but acknowledging September, more than just an anniversary, birthday, but like an event or something you were waiting for, or something finally happened. So just acknowledging that. Then I'm hearing listen to your heart, and you'll know what to do. I'm also hearing form an alliance. That is my symbol saying, don't do it all yourself. Get some friends to help you. Now, here's the problem. We all have friends. The one friend, no offense to any of my friends out there, but we all have that one friend who will call us up for absolutely everything. Hey, can you loan me $5? Can you help me, you know, with my car? Can this. And, you know, it's fine. You help them out. But then the one day you have the flat tire and you're calling them and they're nowhere to be found. So you need to make sure you have that group of friends that you guys can help each other both ways. Not just on the phone and having conversations, not just going out to eat and hanging out and having fun, but to physically be there. Maybe one day you're in your house and you're like, gee, you know, I want to move the furniture around, but you don't want to break your back trying to do it by yourself, so you could call up a couple of friends and say, can you guys come help me move my stuff around? And then maybe the next week, one of them wants to go get an oil change, and you'll go help them out, and you'll, okay, I'll pick you up, so that way you're not sitting there, we'll go out to lunch or something. So you need to form that alliance. Your dad is also saying you need to get plenty of sleep tonight. A lot of times when that comes through, even the person will say to me, no, I don't have anything going on tomorrow. No, I'm not working. Nothing's going on. I don't need to get, you know, I don't have to go to bed early. And then you'll wake up the next day and all of a sudden you might get a call that you got to come into work that you didn't know about, or a friend might need you to do something, or maybe they want you to go do a workout, but something where you say, oh my goodness, I wish I got rest. I wish I got sleep because I don't have energy for this. So it's like he's giving you a heads up. Get sleep tonight because tomorrow you'll realize you're going to need it. And then I heard financial security. And I heard everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. So whatever's going on right now with your finances, I don't know if this is one of the questions that you had asked to yourself, but when we did the meditation, but he's saying everything's going to be okay. Then now, any word that comes to me, first thing that comes to your mind, I'm hearing the word discipline. So to me, because we were just talking about financials, maybe it's, try to control yourself in buying that thing that you really don't need, that sort of thing, and having that discipline so you could keep your money in check. Are you understanding some more of this, Melissa, as well? Some of the newer information?
Yes.
He's also just mentioning a bridal party. I don't know if this is a memory or something coming up or an event happening, something you're in, but for whatever reason, just mentioning bridal party. He's also saying, let things happen naturally. Don't force anything to happen, just let it happen naturally. He's talking about somebody who kind of like, did you ever hear when they say the person speaks in tongues? I mean, like they speak in tongues. So that could just be a simple meaning like when someone's talking, you're hearing them, but you don't really know what the heck they're saying, It's like they're talking in tongues, like another language. He wants to thank you and the family because after he had passed, he's making me feel like everything was done in good taste. Everything was done. His name was presented everything was like very respectfully done and in good taste. It made his name good. Are you understanding this?
Yes.
Okay, so he's thanking you all for that. He said they all put a good effort in to make things the way they felt that he would have wanted it, and he did. He keeps like he's so proud. He's making me feel like he was a very proud person, proud of his children, proud of his family, very proud man, and I feel like he was very generous as well, very generous man. Would give the shirt off his back, literally, to someone who needed it, whether he knew them or not. Very friendly gentleman. I heard relied on no one but himself. Relied on no one but himself for the truth. Okay. And then whenever I hear the song, it takes two, baby, to make things right. He's saying, just remember in a relationship, a friendship, it takes two people. You got to be on the same page to make it work. So as long as you're both, it's okay to have different opinions, and everybody wants to be right, but as long as you're on the same page, it can work. But it has to take both of you have to have an effort. So as long as both of you are on the same page, it will work. He said also, just remember, friends are forever. Friends are forever. Okay, again, my voice isn't that great. This song really isn't a symbol of mine, or I don't think I ever even gotten the song before. So what I want you to do, Melissa, after the session, go on YouTube. Lyric this song. Listen to the words, because this could be a message, or maybe this was someone's wedding song, but it's a song from Shania Twain, and it's called From This Moment. From this moment, life has begun. From this moment. So maybe it's a message that he's telling you, or like I said, maybe it was someone's wedding song or has some sort of special meaning to you. Now, Melissa, do you have any other questions before we end the session?
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's okay, and that's it.
Okay. I also keep hearing that song from Aerosmith. I was crying when I met you, and now I'm trying to forget you. So I don't know if he's talking about like an old boyfriend or something with, again, lyric the song, read the words, and there's a reason why that's coming through. Okay. And he just wants you to know, once again, he's proud of you and thanking you for the effort that you put in and made. So now what I want you to do, Melissa, if you don't mind, just kind of go back in the beginning. Anything that stood out to you, anything that you could understand, anything that you could just explain to us just to validate that you did really indeed understand this information and understand that this really is your dad here with us today having this conversation. So if you don't mind, anything that you would like to share?
The first part for asking for signs.
Mm-hmm.
I always do that.
And you feel like you're not receiving them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now watch out. You're going to see them everywhere. Now that you understand what some of the signs are, and again, and in the beginning when you see them, you are going to say, no, just a coincidence, you know, but when it comes to spirit world, there is no such thing as a coincidence. And also, if you're asking for signs, what I tell people is, don't do it when you're sitting in your bedroom and you have plain walls and there's nothing for him to use to get your attention to know he's giving you a sign. Do it when you're out walking. Do it when you're in the car. They could even have a song pop up that you'll go, oh my gosh, I know he just put that song on, you know? Or you could be driving and see a butterfly just fly past you and you're like, oh my gosh, I just asked him for a sign and there goes the butterfly. And then you're still saying, that could be a coincidence. And then all of a sudden, you could look at the license plate in front of you and say, oh my goodness, that's his initials. And then you go, still could be a coincidence. And then all of a sudden you go look at the time on the clock, oh my gosh, that's his birthday. So remember, no such thing as a coincidence. So the more you're open to understanding those signs, how they really could connect like that, the more you really will be able to receive them and feel and start feeling his energy. Okay, so I'll let you continue. Sorry about that.
That's okay. About thinking about, you know, how everything was at the end. Dreams. I do dream of him often.
And what about the passing, though? The passing, you're understanding that basically when he was diagnosed, you know, it was quick, or how do you understand that?
Yeah, when it was done, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And the song made sense.
Okay.
What should I explain? The financial thing made sense.
Okay. And were some of the things that came through, do you feel like it answered the questions that you might have put out there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, great. So, Melissa, what I want you to do, like I said, just remember, go over this list for the next 3 days with friends and family, and anyone you could talk to, it could be messages for them as well. And especially, you know, he was thanking the family, and he wants to send his love to them as well. And he's leaving you with one last message. He's singing this song, and it goes, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. He's watching you, so he wants you to know. Make those good decisions because he is watching. So I thank you so much, and hang on for 1 second, Melissa. And thank you, everyone. Love and light. Till next time. Take care. Love and light.